So I'm about to give you now my definition of marketing, which is the definition of marketing. So marketing is the process.
Elijah is a digital marketing consultant. With almost a decade of digital marketing experience across multiple industries, Elijah is marketing.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Elijah Omogene. I am a digital marketer with a decade of marketing experience. I am also the Chief Executive Officer of Elios Pictures. Today we're going to be looking at a very exciting topic, and I'm sure it's one that people often ask a lot of questions about. So if you remember in the last video we talked about what marketing was, and today I'm going to be trying to first and foremost give a proper definition for marketing, as well as talk about the types of marketing, and I'm going to now dive even further and talk about the types of digital marketing, which is what this entire channel is going to be about. Stay tuned and let's get started. Okay, so there are different definitions for marketing. You know, I've often seen people give definitions that sometimes doesn't like paint the full picture. Like, so I saw one definition one time that said something about how marketing is the act of, satisfying and retaining customers. That's a good definition, but that is not holistic. It doesn't cover all the activities that marketing, entails. So I'm about to give you now my definition of marketing, which is the definition of marketing. So marketing is the process of carrying out three primary activities for the growth of a business or a brand. Now, what are these three primary activities? Number one, you want to pen this down so that you can easily get it later. Number one is awareness. Number two is communication. And then number three is action. Let's take it again. Awareness, communication, action. Let's break it down. So for the awareness, you are concerned with the primary objective of brand awareness. So what does this actually talk about? You have a business, you have a brand. The first thing you always often find yourself, or the first thing you will always notice is the fact that people don't know that you exist. So you want to create awareness about your business. You want to create awareness about your brand. The act of doing that, creating that awareness in and of itself, is a core primary feature of marketing, because people cannot buy a product or a company or a business they don't know about. They don't know about you, they cannot buy from you. So that's awareness. The second one is communication. Now this is so powerful. Communication has to do with the fact that now people have been informed. Once people have been informed about your business, once people have been informed about your brand, once people have been informed about your service through the awareness campaign that you have carried out, there is now a need to communicate or educate them about you. They need to know, first of all, what your core values are. They need to know what you stand for. They need to know how your product or service works. They need to know how your product or service benefits them. That's communication. And we see companies trying to achieve this particular objective of communication through social media, because that's a key aspect. Why? Because through social media they can acquire, they can nurture, they can engage, they can educate, and they can grow followings. These people who are on their platforms are people that will be getting this constant information that would ultimately help define and shape the brand. They would create, these content, because education has to do with content. And when we get into the types of digital marketing, I'll share more light on that content, how it works, and things of that nature. So they create these content, and then these content helps them achieve the objective of communication. You need to remember this. What people think about your business, your service, or your brand matters a lot. So it is up to you to determine, to define, to explain what your product does, what your brand does, what your service does to them. Do you understand? Good. So the third definition is action. Now, action can be grouped into a wide variety of activities, from people who are signing up. If you have a service you want people to sign up, once you've taken them through the process of awareness and you've communicated your service well to them, you've shown them how easy it is for them to sign up, you've shown them how easy it is for them to get started, the action phase is where they now actually sign up and take that activity. It could also be for lead generation, for example. So action could be either a sign up, a lead generation, an app install if you're trying to communicate an app, and things of that nature. So these three primary activities help businesses achieve their goals. That's why if you are somebody who has run or you've carried out like a marketing campaign before, you will know that you want to cater to these three needs when you're approaching any organization. Or we want to help you grow by a certain amount. How? We want to help a certain amount of people to see and know about your business. That's awareness. We want to communicate your brand to this certain amount of people. Tell them you are this, that, this, using content pillar. That's communication. And then you want to get more sign-up. You want to get more people to install your app. You want to get more people to sign up to your platform. That is the action phase. So this is the proper definition of marketing. Yes, I would also like to point out, very important, that once you've acquired a new client, once you've acquired a new customer, once you start getting customers and traction, once you are carrying out your marketing activity very effectively, it is your responsibility to ensure that you continue giving them the best quality of service, and this will in turn ensure that they keep coming back to continue buying from you, or continue and patronizing your service. And it will also ensure that they also refer others to your business. That's also very important, I wanted to point out. Okay, thank you very much, guys. In our next video, we're going to be talking about the types of marketing. So we're going to be breaking it down even further until we get to digital marketing, and then we'll just take it from there. Thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day. Cheers.